serious swag for a kid who has arrived.
Yeah.
And you could even see last night, LeBron just trusts him implicitly.
Oh, yeah.
LeBron's kicking it to him. They're going back and forth because they can vibe off each other because he knows how to play basketball. I'm going to say it again. I am loving your team. I did not love their effort last night, especially on defense, but I'm giving them a little bit of a break because they're trying to save themselves against a weakened opponent for a pretty strong opponent that has beaten them 10 straight times.
Right.
And it's all at the Crypt, which is their, it's like the Clippers' home away from home almost because they're the team in the basement. Okay, so Austin Reeves makes that three. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You're up 10 with 1:43 left. Can't you close that?
You should.
No, they weren't able to close it because Agbaji makes a three. Then LeBron had that offensive foul that we saw.
Chris Dunn's layup.
And then Chris Dunn made a layup, and then AD missed a little 17-foot turnaround that was forced. And then Kelly Olynyk.
Really,
He just lucky banks in a three from straight on, and it's just pure luck. He shoots it way too hard. He shot it, what, like 2 feet too hard?
Yes.
And it banks hard in, okay? It's just a bad break.
Right.
But it was a break nonetheless, and that cut it to 2. Then AD misses another little 6-footer. And in the end, if we could see the final play of the game, at least LeBron did not pull up and jack up a three, which has been my pet peeve for his whole career. At least he sucked it up and said, I'm going to drive the basketball. He's waiting. I thought he should have attacked a little quicker. Just attack. It's Kelly Olynyk, and he has to get it back for shooter. Nice cut, nice break. And then he goes up and under. He's left-handed by birth. And he said it after the game, it's my shot. I am left-handed, right?
Yeah.
And he just left it a little short off the front of the rim.
Remember the Eastern Conference Finals against Indiana? That was the shot at the buzzer.
Yeah, okay.
With Paul George overplayed.
But he made it.
Yes.
Okay, that was just completely, at least this is contested. But, of course, I'm sitting back saying, okay, where's the clutch gene?
Right.
Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He redeemed himself.
Oh, yeah.
In overtime, he basically took the game over.
Yes.
And to his credit, not only did he make that mad ball three, but after AD's misses, he stepped to the line, what was it, with 54 seconds left. LeBron stepped to the line and ripped them both. He ripped them both. I'm going to give him that. And he was 6 for 6 from the free throw line for the game. I'm going to give you that because he has been a liability from the late game, close game free throw line.
Not this year.
Not this year. That was big time, 54.5. It wasn't exactly game winning, but it was game saving free throws that he made. Okay? Way to go, LeBron James. Which brings us to the final play of the game. Once again, you got to give me a little credit for this. I've just pounded on this table. LeBron, you are the greatest driver of the basketball I've ever seen, and it ain't even close. He is still a 200 and whatever he was, 60-pound freight train. There's never been a force of nature like LeBron with the basketball driving to the basket because he's so powerful. He's still so explosive. He is ambidextrous. He's impossible to stop. He plays bully ball even now better than anybody plays it. So if the game is on the line, you just have to have the guts. You're shooting free throws at the highest, it's not the highest statistical clip, but lately he's been making his free throws.
I think he's 77% this year.
Okay, my point is trust. Just trust it because don't pull up and jack up a three. Guess what he is from three? I got it right here. He is now 30.3% for the whole year. That ranks 149 out of 151. Guess who's 150? Russell Westbrook. We're going to talk about him.
Banchero got to be 51.
Banchero is 151. Okay, so don't do that. It's never been your shot, and this year you're not shooting it anyway.
Yeah,
it's period, end of story.
Yep.
Do what you do. Attack the way only you can attack. Take it to them and make the refs make a call if that's what it's going to require. Because all you got to do is go make one free throw and the game is over, if that's what's required. Well, this time he pulls off one heck of a move because he does a spin to the layup, if we could see the final shot. This is what you have to do if you're LeBron freaking James. Give me the ball. Watch this. I get it. He didn't even have a step. He had to create a step because he got guarded to the left, and he wheels and spins and 360s, and just lays it up off the glass. He didn't even need to dunk it. He laid it in off the glass. Game winner, game over. Beautiful redemption. So to me, it was bad news, really good news, really good for the basketball team, recreated all the momentum, saved the game, saved the winning streak.
Might have saved the season.
Might have saved the season. Seriously, might have saved the season with that decision and that move, and that it's just a layup, but it was a pretty fancy schmancy layup, right?
It was, yes.
You got to create your own shot going through 2 Utah Jazz, and he did, and I am impressed. But overall, I'm right with you on the scale of 1 to 10. I can go above 500, but again, given what happened or didn't happen in the fourth quarter, I can go to a 6.
Right.
Because that's what it was. It was a 6, but it was a strong 6 because the overtime was a flat-out 10, or as you usually do, it's a 12.
Yes.
No, it was.
It was. And Skip, considering that he hadn't played more than 32 minutes in any of the previous 4 games, this was his 5th game back, and because of the 5 extra minutes, he had put on his body. Would I be surprised? Would I be shocked? I wouldn't be shocked if LeBron nor AD played tonight and they rolled the dice and said, let's put everything into the Suns game on Friday night. And take Wednesday. So now we'll have Wednesday off, Thursday off.
Would. Okay, I
would you be surprised?
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
If one or both.
In fact, that is almost certainly the smart way to go. Almost certainly. But you have built serious
momentum.
Late season momentum. Serious, like best in the West late season, although KD is now 7-0 in his games that he's played with the Suns. You have a shocking opportunity to do something very special. Do I give you a shot at winning the West? Absolutely, I give you a shot. Did you happen to notice what happened to Denver last night? And I'm not talking about the Broncos. I'm talking about the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Okay, they stunk. They lost at Houston. You had an ignominious loss at Houston not too long ago. So the point is, they stunk so bad that once again, Mike Malone called out his team as soft. Well, they are soft. Jokic played last night, and he plays soft on the defensive end. They were all soft on the defensive end. Do they have offensive firepower? Well, you better believe they do, maybe as much as anybody. But when they don't defend and they're not completely into it, that happens. And it's happened way too often down the stretch. Is Denver vulnerable? You better believe Denver is vulnerable. Okay? Can you beat the still young Grizzlies in a 7-game? Sure, you can beat them. Can you beat still very young Sacramento? You better believe you can beat Sacramento, even though they had a very nice win last night at, what do you call them?
The Seagulls?
The Seagulls.
Oh, my bad, Jid. My bad, Jid. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Y'all really?
They played like seagulls last night because they got spanked at home by Sacramento. Okay. But the point is, everywhere you look in the West, because we're going to talk about Golden State a little later. Golden State's down 4 to Oklahoma City going into the fourth quarter, and Jordan Poole goes out of his mind, or we might be having a different conversation.
Right.
Okay? So you've got opportunities everywhere to rise up the rankings. And yet, tonight is huge psychologically. So do I want them to play? If I'm Rob Pelinka, would I almost go against my better judgment and encourage both of them to play? Yeah, I would.
Right.
Because if you can win this game and then keep everybody barely healthy and take the 48 hours to get ready for Phoenix, you want to talk about golden? You could wind up the 5th seed. You got a shot.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think all things being equal, they would rather stay in the 6th spot.
Okay. Well,
I think they like to match up with Sacramento.
Okay. Well, if you lose tonight, you're going to be in danger of not. You're going to.
Oh, you're going to be able to possibly in the play-in.
You're risking the play-in, and you're risking. Look, this is the classic: pay me now or pay me later.
Right.
Are you going to pay tonight with the risk of further injury to both your superstars, or are you going to pay? If you pay now, you very possibly, it's almost like a week off. Depending on your start date of the playoffs, you could have 7 days off.
Right.
Well, how golden would that be for LeBron at this point?
He definitely need it.
So can you pay now? Can you fight through this And again, the Clippers aren't going to be any pushover tonight anyway, even though they don't have
They play hard regardless of who's in the lineup. That's one thing about Ty Lue team. They're going to play hard.
We're going to talk about this in a few minutes. Russell Westbrook will play possessed tonight to get even with the Lakers who dumped him. You know it, and I know it.
He absolutely will.
Okay, here we go. I would play both of them if they can. Yeah.
Must-see TV, absolutely. And hopefully, selfishly, my Pelicans can rebound tonight, guys.
No, they're not happening.
I can't argue with you on that one. All right, let's get back to that Diet Do bet, gentlemen. Do the 76ers prove they can win the East?
No.
And then that invitation for Iowa to come to the White House, is it really a joke? Skip and Shannon unpack all this coming up next on Undisputed.